Hi guys, today we are going to be doing a little vascular versus non-vascular activity where you're going to be picking the correct answer. It's basically like a short quiz, but it's not really a quiz. This used to be a coloring activity. However, since this is a remote day, we're going to forget about the coloring aspect of it, and you're just going to answer the questions. You can do this in the text box below. You can just tell me, which one you picked for number one. So that's why you'll see these colors down here, like it says green or light green. You can dismiss the color part of it and just answer the questions. So we're filling in the sentence here. Number one, all vascular plants have only xylem or have xylem and phloem. Well, vascular plants have both water-carrying and food-carrying cells. So that would be they have both the xylem and the phloem. So we're going with that first answer there. Number two, non-vascular plants tend to live in wet areas or live in cool, dry places. Well, non-vascular plants need to have water in order to reproduce. They also don't have roots that can take in water, so they get their water through a process called osmosis, where it just absorbs into their cells. So they need to live in wet areas. Conifers, these are like pine trees, use xylem to make up water and phloem to move food down the plant stem. Or use xylem to move water down and phloem to move food up. Well, whenever you're talking about a plant using water, it always takes the water from the roots and takes it all the way up to the top to the leaves. So it's going to use the xylem to move water up, and phloem is going to move the plant food down. A blank is a vascular plant that reproduces with spores. Well, we know a moss is a non-vascular plant, so that's going to be a fern. Flowering plants produce spores or seeds. They produce seeds. Blank plants have true stems, true roots, and true leaves. That's going to be a vascular plant. Non-vascular plants produce through spores. Non-vascular plants pass nutrients through, the xylem and phloem. So from cell to cell, they don't have xylem and phloem. The following is a non-vascular plant: alfalfa or ferns. Well, a fern is a vascular plant, as we use that up here for answer number 4. So that's going to have to be this alfalfa. I think that's algae. Oops, sorry, that is algae. That's what I get for having this be so small I can hardly read it right now. Hopefully it's a little bit bigger for you guys. These plants have cambium, allowing them to grow tall. That's going to be a vascular plant. The process of water leaving a plant through its leaves is known as transpiration or perspiration. Well, plants go through transpiration. Humans go through perspiration. That's whenever you're sweating, you perspire. Rhizoids are found in which group of plants? That's going to be the non-vascular one. That's the ones, it's like a root for the plant, except it doesn't have anything to do with water. It's just an anchoring system. And what are the most primitive plants? Primitive plants are going to be like your first plants that came about, and those are the non-vascular plants. So hopefully you got all those ones down. Remember, this is algae, not alfalfa. Wow, if I could only read. That's it for today's assignment, guys. I will talk to you later.